To try and give them that little bit of extra support on this side of the
like
map
right now. They're going in. I mean, the fact that you've got two players this close already, it's dangerous. Team Heretics able to
Telat
get
dua
the
ronde
jump on
kita,
them.
guys.
Now with that spike planted, I mean, look, EG can play their positions, but it's all down to timing here for Komen. Look at that. The second he moves, Kellogg's rounds the corner and somehow walks out with the second. This is now incredibly difficult for Boostio. Some players tagged up, but he has to hit every single shot. It was close. A nice attempt, but Zeke survived the initial barrage of bullets. They'll find their first, only barely.
Yeah, the thing is, though, you have to bear in mind that that was an investment coming out of the side from EG. So although they managed to make that one look close, they're not in a position where they can really buy up back into the next round. You're looking at BCJ East.
Setelah 3 hari akhirnya
And okay, there's an ult or two
kita
coming
restream.
online, which might be able to help them. Like, for example, with that stinger in the dimensional.
Oh, ini Kellogg's, timnya Kellogg's. Ini jago AWP anjir.
Either way, on the other side of things, a Blade Storm, still a couple
Boostio.
of guns saved that they can sort of juggle around.
That's it,
But
gue
both
muncul
teams
nggak
are going to come in
ya?
with a buy here, just neither of them are particularly strong.
Yeah, there's weaknesses across the board. I'm
Aduh, gue
curious
harus
about
relate
Ethan,
ini
though.
ya,
He's
bentar.
got his ultimate online right now. Has a stinger to play with. Whether it's going to be an
Kirain
information
pindah
play or
TikTok, Perex
TikTok,
pulang. Oh
you're
iya ya.
not sure.
Oh iya ya.
I can say for
Kalau
sure,
kalah
Team
pulang ya.
Heretics early round. They're looking at the other side of the map. We've seen their B aggression this time, taking some early A control, spotting that out, and we could see some early rotations to this B site. Traps in new positions.
Itu offline bang, offline di Brazil. Ini San Paulo, Brazil.
Gue
baru ngeh. Ini sistemnya
He's just
knockout. Kalau
scouting it
kalah
out,
berarti pulang.
acting as a recon dart, but here,
Gue
he
mikir
makes
masih
a
ada
decision. Does he go
tanding
back,
Perex
or is he
anjir.
committing to it?
Iya
And
tadi
it's a full
pagi ya. Aduh
commitment
kalahnya
of
begitu
Ethan.
lagi.
He's got Zeke completely
Gue
off
nonton
guard.
replaynya, gue
Now the site's
nonton
under
ulang.
threat. There's enemies all around.
Tapi emang C9 sih gila ya.
The decoy almost catching them.
C9
And now
oke
they
lah.
realize,
Si
okay,
Ya
we've
itu
got
oke
control,
lah.
but
Gue
look how much
suka
time
sih Ya
that
itu.
bought.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ethan was so
Aduh,
low.
tapi ente banget sih emang. Gue mikir tuh masih bisa ada group stage, maksudnya masih bisa main lagi gitu loh. Erki main jam 3 ya? Untuk hari ini jujur gue masih belum cek jadwal. Let me check.
Left standing BCJ trying to hold it down. The time though. Has the time actually gone already? I think it might have done. It's going to be incredibly close as they win it anyway. Even with
Talon Esports lawan MEBR. Apa MBR ya?
It's the time that was bought for EG.
Match 3-nya Genji lawan Loud.
I think that was a grab well. I think it was a really late grab well.
Kita cek jadwal. Tim PUBG RF keren bang, ada di Pempel. Alhamdulillah. Mohon doanya D2 ya. Ntar tunggu ini first half lah. Tunggu first half kita cek jadwalnya. Atau mungkin kalian yang punya jadwal. Sama ntar gua naruh minum dah.
A stinger and an ultimate. That's all this man needed.
Still though, you look at the purchases in this one, and it's actually in favor of Heretics. Being able to save those 3 guns through, it's going to be another stinger for Ethan. They managed to make it work in the last round, but Kellogg's, he is flying at the moment. That was the main question I had. If Kellogg's is on, they win this game. If Kellogg's is off, they don't stand a chance. Those are the sort of 2 sides to this Heretics roster at the moment. Right now, he is on. Even though they lost that last round, he managed to get 3 kills with that Blade Storm.
It's a good sign. It absolutely is. And starting this one off well. Look, they've got their 2-man advantage. There's no need to panic. Camera watching over to double doors. Trap for B long. Just a ton of control to play with. And like we said, one of the main problems here is if EG are dealing with that Sentinel utility. But in this round, they haven't just yet.
Sembari makan,
And this
sembari
is
makan.
leaving them in a position where they're running into a stack.
Ini turun di Brazil, betul. Vct Lock In ini game pembukaan buat Vct 2023 untuk franchise timnya. Jadi ini pembukaan match gitu.
The answer is no. They're going to walk straight in. 30 seconds stunned through from the other side as Mixor looks to try and pincer in. He'll find that first. BCJ was in astral form. And he will fall as well. A second round on the board for Heretics, and this is going to crush the economy of EG.
Well, Team Heretics certainly off to a good start. Look, even that 4th round, they come out on top in terms of duels, just robbed by a second or so. That's some very good signs for EG and attacking rounds built up.
RRQ main kapan? Nanti kita cek.
Anyone's game to start things off.
Nanti kita cek, kita fokus ke sini dulu.
Nih by the way, not going to be much of an evolution. We're just seeing pistols out of EG.
Heretics tuh kayaknya gua
most likely about to be equalized unless there's some big mistakes.
Gua tahu nih nama-namanya nih, kayak Lox, Mixwell, sama Fova, 3 ini nama ini. Tapi Bu sama Zik gua nggak tahu deh. Jumat ya Bang Net Areval betul. Jumat dan Minggu. Wish.
I love the idea of changing the timing, but shot didn't land.
Oh bisa ya updrive situ. Nih si Ethan juga, Ethan kayaknya gua tahu deh.
They had the right idea. This is all they really
Waktu
have in this
VCT awal tuh.
Lockdown. I don't think you're going to use that unless you get a couple of kills.
Ngeri juga tuh aimnya tuh.
Maybe you can get towards the nightfall, but these
main ini main
are all
Yoru ya?
ifs and buts, whereas on the other side you have a full purchase. They've also started to switch things up. You mentioned that trip was being constantly
Emang enak ya Yoru di sini.
Since that's happened, they've started moving Mixwell into that exact
Makan
spot
teman-teman.
to try and deny the pressure from there, and they've moved where they put the wires. So an initial read from EG was solid. Now they have to deal with what's next.
And look, they're trying to clear this out and figure out how it was being held. Now realizing that the trap had been moved, they blitz into the site. There's still players here, but Kellogg's decides to leave. A quick kill though, BCJ caught, playing a little slower through Heart.
Jam 3.
Bustio with a classic in hand. Kellogg's
anjing
clear on the site with a double. That's shut down any chance of these pistols, making it costly. Only one man falls.
I'm actually still quite surprised though that they used the Rolling Thunder there. Maybe expecting that there was a little bit more in the round, or just wanting to make sure they keep this clean and build up their own economy. It's not an awful usage. I just don't think they really needed it.
Yeah, to be honest though, just looking at where their economy is, this feels like it's just that cyclical nature of the ultimates. They don't want to have that in the back pocket and risk pistols getting value. That first kill comes in and they say, screw it, we're popping it in, we're grabbing this round, and I'll have my old back behind not too long. Kellogg's right now, by the way, 12
Mana juga DRX juga buat dah.
Like, this is the thing. It's like people will see his online performances and be like, oh, he's fallen off.
Kan main AWP kan gua bilang.
Always best when he made it to a LAN stage. And you're seeing it right now. He is just, the confidence this man has is maybe a little bit too much sometimes.
Well, I mean, he made it out of there, 5 HP, but he's still
makan nasi
got some
kebuli
health to
tadi
work
malam
with.
gua.
Not going to be too easy. You know, the games we saw yesterday, Tom, we had a lot of healing abilities in there. Not a luxury that Kellogg's has on his team. So he is going to remain one shot to absolutely anything. And this team seems to be gradually shifting towards him. They've left the spike behind, though. They haven't made their mind up yet. This might sell it, though. A quick double, and the 5 HP Kellogg's is the last man standing on B.
Well, that's not going to make much of a difference.
Dapat satu lah.
Down to 1. Shot not connected. Really starting to come under pressure. They know exactly where he is, and he's starting to be pushed from behind his deck. No chance of survival in that scenario. The rotation has finally come through from the rest of the team, but EG have done well to pick this defense apart. Boo is hoping he can maybe make a space for Avova. The spike is still only just rotating in, so it's not like the clock is against them just yet, and Avova has managed to sneak his way through.
Wow.
Well, Ethan had spotted that evidently, and with that, the round is closed down quickly. I gotta say, you know, the nightfall there as well. Ethan is so terrifying if you're hit by that. You can't hear anything. He is gonna be behind you right away. That's 4-3, and again, showing that they're not willing to let their opponents run away with this one. Even just take a look at where the credits are at. On both sides, they're having to dig deep into their economy just to get the rifles out. Look at it, so close. Just tapping the ankles on his way up. If that was Namor, he'd be gone.
Yeah, the thing is, I do feel like if Heretics do that fly,
gila tuh, ampe mau vertikal aja keyboardnya.
They probably catch everyone. It's just that you realize where the space was now after the trip was moved, and just walked through. Because the fact, I don't even think they used a prowler there. I don't think they used anything, and they just walked it. That's why nobody was really checking that direction just yet.
Player luar tuh kayak.
Again, realizing that setup's going to constantly change. We've seen them be so slow in the map control as well. Like, they're shifting up when they're taking those positions, especially Art.
Udah mah aimnya tajam.
When they walked up really slowly when they're spotting the trap Art. They're not just blitzing in and forgetting about that piece of utility. Now, this
Switch and
camera here,
bait-nya
we've seen it
bagus.
many a time.
Ini kamera
The
ini
information that it is garnering right
si
now,
Nai
as we
bisa
said,
nih
this is
lempar ke
covering
sini nih.
double doors, but it's also allowing him to hold the B
I
long
remember
position
Artis using this one.
quite a bit.
Tapi gue
And
lempar
then
kok nggak
you
bisa-bisa
have
ya?
that trap there as well, and obviously
Apa ya
you can
triknya
just
gimana ya? Gue lupa dah.
allow them to come in, maybe even the Yoru making a play, and you're going to catch him off. But look at where this teleport has gone.
Dear.
It's actually ridiculous. He's behind them on A right now. The lineup is
Gila.
perfect. Ethan, he's
Gila.
KORNET is just killing everyone. They're trying to bypass him, and he just gets 4 kills. What is happening? He's just decimating at the moment. And now Ethan, as you said, he was lining up. He was getting in behind them. But it doesn't matter. All of his team are dead. He now needs to ace.
They were banking on his flank so much. The ultimate after the TP was right behind them, but instead of that flank coming through, you had this
Lagi kena sini
aggressive
Kelok.
push on A main.
Kelok lagi kena Kelok.
It wasn't
I
sneaky.
just-
They spotted him.
Jangan ulti,
They saw
anjing.
him in the corner. He fake updrafted away.
ha,
And
ha.
he just stayed,
Ngedes,
peeked
ulti,
out, and
updraft,
killed everyone.
pala,
This is
des lagi,
the
pala.
least
Wah,
sneaky
gila
play
sih ini orang.
I've ever seen in my life. And Kellogg's comes out
Wah,
with 4
gila
kills.
sih.
He's just better
Lagi
at the
ngecun
moment.
parah.
He is 16 and 4.
Gila, aduh,
He's
iya
getting
gitu
2
betul
kills
around.
around.
Betul.
I don't even know what
Kenapa kami digiring nggak dihilangin?
how to process.
Nggak apa-apa lah ya, emang ngalangin ya?
You-
Mau dihilangin?
You think the point of that round, the key play
Apa lah?
has to be Ethan, the Yoru, the amazing setup that they've got, and for one guy to just destroy your game plan like that, there is no way to
Lagi
account
pede ayamnya kena itu dia.
Kellogg's. We talked to
Langsung
this
tek, tek,
man
tek,
before
tek.
we started here, and he said,
Langsung ulti.
I'm going to try to reach that same form
Tapi nggak
as
ketahuan
I
si
had
Ethan nya.
last time I was on LAN, and my God, he has succeeded and then some.
Asalkan jangan overhit aja.
He's on 16 kills. No one's played this well so far. No one's even come close. Already getting the entry in another round.
Just ridiculous. And at this point, you know, the early game plan has to be just sending him out to grab that opening duel.
Why not?
You're
Plus
trolling.
by
If
EG
you're
ya?
not, the consistency's ridiculous. Now,
Habis
EG
ini
will
mereka ikut.
eventually shut that down, you'd think.
You hope.
We'll have to see. 2 trap wires sitting on this B site, but there's no one from Heretics. Despite being in a 5 versus 4, right, that they have decided to play full retake. It's a
That's the
wise
thing.
choice.
Yeah, they've got Cosmic Divide.
Wah, ada
They're also
smoke.
going to have no command. All of
Bisa
their
begitu,
utility
anjing,
becomes
smoke
useless, and
jetnya.
they can block off any afterplants with the wall. So this is something that EG are going to have to read into. Now they're going to keep Ethan here aggressively. He's done this a couple of times now, where he's able to just exit, but the rest of the team are now sticking around with him, knowing that they're going to be forced back by the Cosmic Divide, so they have to play more aggressive.
Well, this retake's starting to run out of time. They've got to get it started eventually, and on the way through, Zeke good to pick it up, but it's Jet in the corner. Could be the point man for this round, catching him off. The spray's good, but the damage isn't there in the end. A right click to bring it down to 1 enemy left. Mixwell, the father of Valorant, now has to close this out.
Wah.
And let's see if he
Wah.
can find it. The dash, it's quick, and he's just playing the clock here. It might again come down to the time. I don't think he's got
He's
it.
not got it.
Oh, nggak ada waktu.
It's the second time. And this round is fantastic from EG. This is a round where they've looked at the ultimates on the other side. Witness how they played every
Wah.
single afterplant on this
Gila,
B-side up to
bener-bener
this point.
dimainin
It was
biar
playing
habis
deep.
waktu,
Think about where BCJ was in
anjing.
the last round where they won by time. He was just hidden right at the back.
Itu
to
nice
make sure
decision
that
making banget sih
nobody
dia
can
ngedes
kill him off. This
biar
time they
ngeliat
got,
di
okay, they've got
diffuse-nya
Cosmic
setengah
Divide.
atau enggak.
We can't play passive. We can't sit
Walaupun
back,
brok ya, walaupun
otherwise
brok
we
ya.
lose the round. So they
Jadi
get
half armor.
aggressive. They get in the faces of their opponents. You can
Game
see
seru
they
gini
were
bikin nggak jadi
forced
ngantuk.
by the multiple
Jadi lapar gue liat lu
different
makan,
angles.
makan lah Rifki.
Fantastic adaptation from EG.
No!
And they got the lead back.
Akhirnya besok udah ketemu C9.
Team Heretics not happy with that result, and they've called it time.
Amin, nanti ketemu Cloud9,
Take a moment to gather
amin.
themselves and
Nanti mau sengit banget, kok mukanya pada santai banget ya.
you're seeing that side
Di
for
luar
utility
negeri, iya
constantly
anjing sumpah dah.
predicted, expected.
Gue dari
It's an annoyance for EG, and it's affecting the pace
dari kemarin gue kan
of
ketiduran,
some of these
tapi
rounds,
gue
but at the end of the
pasti
day,
gue nonton,
they're
gue kan
getting
gak
away
stream ya,
with
tapi gue
their
nonton.
Yoru for space taking has been
Gue ngeliat
really
kayak
fun
mereka
to
tuh,
watch so far.
itu ya apa,
He's got some great
yang tadi gue
ideas,
bilang
and
aim itu udah
he's sitting on
tajam.
top of the scoreboard,
Terus stratnya
11
tuh
and
kayak,
8 right now. You know,
nggak
first
tahu ya,
man in
kayak
the positions that he's
entah
going for,
stratnya,
yeah, you
entah
don't expect
chemistry-nya
him to
ya,
get
kayak saling
everything.
cover itu ya, switch and
Even from the
bait-nya.
pistol, he's been popping,
Terus
just
kayak
cannot match
masuknya
what's being brought by
kayak
Kellogg's
nyatu
on the
aja
other
gitu loh.
side.
Gimana jelasinnya ya?
Credit for most is his timing.
Kontak
Yeah, he
FPS.
knows when to stay and when to leave.
Masak mie goreng dulu gue Bang Kornet. Sumpah gue jadi pengen mie goreng dah. Apa nih terakhir makin mie goreng ini?
Him on like 5 HP with the stinger just causing issues in the backlines.
Anjing coba
End up
venue-nya.
knowing where he is. We've seen that him playing off the utility of teammates as
Sentinel?
well.
Apa
So,
Sentinel?
yeah, the space that he's gathered is
Sentinel.
hugely valuable, and then you add in that he's also fragging. So it's a good
Masih
start
sepi
for
tapi yang
EG.
nonton nggak tahu dah.
If Kellogg slows down,
Gue enak kemarin.
this half is done.
Mie goreng gua
He
tim mie goreng.
basically has to continue on. There's other players setting him up. I think Mixo's actually done very well with the breach to put those stunts
Heretics
into
yang ada.
play. I will say, I'm looking at right now Mixo with the gun and Kellogg's not, and that does very much annoy me. No offense, Mixo. I like you, but you don't have 17 kills.
Yeah, look, it's definitely a point that can be made here, Tom.
Yeah, he's going to get him with shit.
But
No, give him the rifle.
he wants to farm up the ult orbs for the Rolling Thunder. You know, that's what it's all about. More valuable, and Kellogg's popping off. Or maybe he can just, he'll do it with the Sheriff anyways.
Sampai di smoke.
For now, it doesn't look like he'll be doing too much. They had a camera down on B-Long early. That got destroyed, and now so has Boo, the camera operator, and his support out of the round. And that rifle, well, it didn't do very much in Mixwell's
Upgrade
hands.
for Ethan, there you go.
Great.
Little fish gun.
I saw a guy that actually made that in real life, even with the fish and everything, like 3D
With
printed,
real
put it
fish
together.
in it?
No, not a real fish.
Okay,
no, he 3D
I
printed
was
the
like,
fish.
that sounds
No, that's
cruel.
dangerous. Yeah, no, he's not a lunatic.
All right. Okay, nice
And
shot from Zeke. I don't think they'll get too much more from this. Jorgamo again just fragging out. Zeke's got another. Not been the best game for him so far, but he's going to try and get a rifle and potentially just get out of there with
Hey, he
it.
saved Mixwell's rifle. No, he didn't. He's gone out for it. I mean, look, dealing damage here, it's not a terrible idea. Again, if we take a look at the credits, as we have the whole way through, these rounds have been close, and at a minimum, they haven't been clean. Anyways, and that's
Gak
the key
butuh
point.
kill player
You can still
banyak,
do
yang
damage
penting
to
round
your opponent's
menang
economy. If you
anjing.
drop 2 more rifles there,
Ih,
they
sumpah
would
si
be
Kellogg's.
potentially in a tough
Kellogg's
spot
kalau
coming into the
kalah,
But
kalau
they didn't.
kalah map
And that's
1
kind of the problem.
bisa jadi
Also,
map
I think
2-nya
he
nggak
might be
ngecun ya.
bladestorming here to an
Bisa
extent.
jadi ya, bisa jadi,
I saw
bisa
he had
jadi.
a shorty, and I'm thinking there's no way he's going to just play the ult and the shorty. They do have the money to work with, so it would be a little bit crazy.
Well, Kellogg's operator online, but it seems like he's not going to be in the right
Gue
place
sedih nih
at the
PS
right
kan
time.
sama,
Early
gue juga
pressure
sedih men.
seemingly coming in. He's getting so many
Gue
kills.
kemarin tuh pengen banget nonton PRS. Tapi gue udah kerjaan. Jadi gue minit tidur.
Goes into the A side, just taking all of the space, and it almost seems like at this point they're just opting to try and play the retake, not even wanting to go anywhere near it. The flash is solid though. Even
Dari
still,
NA siapa aja North America.
That was a really nice flash that he used initially to push
Kayaknya
Nova into the smoke to gain that space again. Just his space taking ability.
Siapa ya kemarin ya?
Strong right
Gue
now,
lupa ya.
Heretics play back into A looks unreal.
Yang kemarin main siapa sih? C9 ya?
6 seconds left on it. In comes the nade to try and destroy
C9
it.
tuh NA
It looks
apa
like it's
ME ya?
just about missed. They're going to be stuck inside of it. The timer's gone. They've just about made it out. But now the clock runs way down. They might have another star to play with here. BCJ needs to try and deny it.
Gue pengen tapi lagi ngerebut makan malam gila anjir.
No utility remaining. This round
Di sini gue
goes to
sebenarnya
Heretics. It
lapar
looked
mata
like
aja gue.
EG might have had a fighting chance though.
Yeah, I think at this point that was the right call. Like every single time we've seen the executions, other than the one where Kellogg's just killed everyone on A long, it was really tough for
Karena
them to play
sakit
versus the
punggungnya Bang Net.
dimensional drift. It always ended in an entry. It always
Enggak,
ended
gue gak
with
enak sama
them
istri
being
gue.
forced
Tadi gue
out.
izin
This
dulu ke
time they
istri
just
gue.
moved back and played the retake
Gue bilang gue juga gak enak sama Riot. Udah ngasih live stream tapi gue nya nggak restream. Nah, abis ini kita lihat ini ya. Kita lihat Wikipedia ya abis ini ya.
Haven't seen those B-long peaks out of EG.
Nah, NRG ya. NRG menang kan yang mana yang masalah ya NRG ya?
That's not to say he won't find one in the late.
Comeback 2-0 anjing.
Start with, it's going to be a slow one. Feeling out the map and finding that utility again.
Ini kita lihat ini. Kita lihat jadwal.
Against an early fight. Look, Jorgamo again.
DRX C9.
He knows where the space is.
DRX C9 kalian megang siapa? Gue megang DRX sih. Walaupun C9 oke ya, aduh gue tapi kayak DRX sih.
It's instantly back.
The power of
Jet
from Korea, Korean Jet.
The man at the moment. He's got another kill on the board.
And potentially another with BCJ sad here. That spike was spotted moments ago.
Feeling yang juara DRX sih gue. Entah kenapa ya gue megang DRX, cuma DRX kemarin mainnya gila anjing. Apa bisa ngain yang aduh, tahu dah. Spray transfernya bagus. Bandingannya bagus, semua ada DRX. Oke, by the way 6 sama by the way. Gue juga DRX net OP tuh tim asli. Gue dukung DRX sih biar nama Pacific. Oh ya Pacific tuh 2 ya. Derek sama Heretics. Dua itu doang kan yang nggak salah ya?
Fellas, I'm just gonna tell you right now, that was fun. I enjoyed every single freaking round of that. From the Kellogg's pop-offs to the great ideas we were seeing from EG. But first, let's talk about Kellogg's because Tom had a great point on the cast. This is a player that is he's kind of a win con for this team, and if he pops off, the team finds success, and oh my goodness, he's popping off.
I mean, we were talking about it in the pre-show, like we need to see a strong performance from him and not have
NRG menang kemarin, extra optik.
My guy's full fizzy soda.
He's averaging
20 kill, 0 assist, 6 death.
And he's dropped 20 kills
Aksesnya
already in just those 12 rounds. At one point, he was averaging 2 kills per round.
Ini upfront apaan anjing?
Only 6 deaths, 0 assists. If he puts his eyes on somebody, they're dead.
Yeah, every time EG had a good plan, Kellogg's was set up to be in the right
Ini
place
yang bikin gua notice dulu tuh ya gara-gara main pakai tangan kiri nih orangnya. Main pakai tangan kiri tapi bisa jago. Kalian punya temen gak yang main pakai tangan kiri terus jago? Gue kayak nggak ada deh. Adanya ya main kidal tapi biasa gitu. Oke, kita lihat ya Vct Lock In Sao Paulo. Juara satunya $100.000, juara duanya $60.000. Kenapa gue nggak tunjukin ke kalian aja anjing? Nih, partisipannya BBL, Koin, Natus Vincer, Navi, ada Navi, ada Liquid, 100T, RRQ. Oh ini bracketnya ini guys. Ini energi menang ketemu sama Giants. Genji Esports lawan Loud kayaknya ini match 3 hari ini. Anjing di RX lawan Cloud sih. Iya sih ini yang gue tunggu ya, kapan nih? Ini sekarang EG sama Heretics. Match 2 ini nih. MIBR. MIBR tuh mana ya? Ini RRQ nih.
Well, it sure has been an exciting first half. It's not often you see a player go 20 and 6, and it's even at the half. That's a rarity.
It's not even the champions winner either. That's the crazy thing
Coming
about
match.
it. No, I definitely agree with Mimi though.
This is where I want to see what
you have truly come up with when it comes to that Yoru pick, because defensively, I'm going to be honest, mulai. Trash. So I hope they have some ideas.
Yeah, it was a good first half, but now this
Brazil. Net boker bentar aman.
For his teammates, and they're actually double peeking
around. Ya, keloknya mati.
Turning this into a two-lane fight,
Kang Gendongnya mati.
And leaving EG in a 4 versus 3 versus 1.
Masih ada Bu. Apakah Bu bisa menggantikan seorang Kellogg's yang ngegendong 20 kill di round pertama atau di half round? Udah double pick sih. Double pick atas bawah foto keluarga. Overthinking. Astranya dateng, triple pick. 24 RRQ, nanti kita buka lagi ya website Valorant Esports ID. Itu I-nya nggak bisa dipencet. Apa tuh, kenapa I? Halo Bang Ord, halo punya. Ini apa sih? Gak ada Lord Bracket? Gak ada. Gue juga baru ngeh tadi pas viewer. Siapa yang ngechat tadi tuh? PERANG udah gagal. Knockout stage, jadi kalau kalah pulang. Gue masih menantikan PERANG main lagi. Gue kira masih triple kill dari sini. Next game. Mampus diicep-icep nggak tuh? Tapi sumpah ya, gue tuh salut ya sama tim luar tuh kayak, gue gak tau ya di tim itu kayak gitu juga atau enggak ya. Boom kayaknya kayak gitu deh, Boom deh. Kayak lu tahu gitu musuh lu tinggal satu, tahu posisinya di mana, lu punya util tuh dipakai gitu loh. Walaupun lo ngebuang orb atau apa tuh dipakai gitu. Pegang Loud gue. RRQ menurutmu gimana Net kalau dilihat dari last tourney-nya? Ya gue sih berharap Indo Pride ya, walaupun gak Indo semua sih. Gue sih siap turnamen yang ada unsur Indonesianya pasti gue dukung siapapun itu. PERANG gak lolos bro, kalah kemarin. RF nggak gitu emang net, harusnya gitu ya. Kalau nggak gitu sih gue tampol-tampolin anak-anak gue. Kemarin boom kayak gitu. Cuma gue ngeliat kayak RF sometimes deh, gue akan jawab sometimes deh. Buset Ethan.
He's playing a frenzy and a stinger. That shouldn't be allowed.
Wah gila.
You're only allowed to have one of those guns at a time.
Gitu Pis kalau main Pis. Gitu kalau habis tuh. Peluru habis tuh pencet 2 ya guys. Catat. Pakai frenzy. Langsung spray aja pala. Masih dapat loh itu nggak sih itu. Itu yang ke Avova tuh hoki juga sih. Masih bisa dapat gara-gara kena. Wih, coachnya. Bu dosen. Cewek anjing. Kebantu ini kayaknya kebantu Nanoswarm tadi. Ya nggak sih? Kayaknya ya kebantu Nanoswarm ya. 3 Indo, 3 PHI ya kayaknya. RRQ. Greget banget terus. Asli sumpah ada PRX. Tahu dah. Banyak ronde-ronde yang kocak kalahnya tuh. Dibunuh pakai klasik, inget gak yang di Lotus di A dibunuh pakai klasik di flank. Waduh itu gue liatnya lemes anjing. Aduh kena klasik headshot 2 orang. 2 orang kena headshot klasik, lu bayangin aja nggak cepet trade-nya itu nggak cepet gitu. Lagian kenapa di Lotus dah? Lotus kan map sampah anjing. Asupan coachnya kenceng bel. Terlalu W gaming karena nggak bagus. Kocak banget tadi pagi, kemarin Lotus Gox sumpah dah. Banyak ronde-ronde yang kebuang dengan percuma menurut gue. Sayang banget. Bisa lah harusnya. Entertain dikit viewers tuh. Buset lu masih bisa nge-kill. Darah lo kayak gitu. Wah, Kelok. Lu main kompetitif aja Kelok, kill banyak tapi gak menang. 21 kill, gendong-gendong sendiri. Half round doang lu 21. Kocak. Ini tim Indo gak ada yang ikut, ada RRQ. Di like dulu guys, di like share. Ramaikan. Semoga jam tidur gue kebalik lagi jadi kita bisa restream tiap malam ya. Apalagi momen defuse yang gak kena. Oh iya betul Kusa yang di B ya. Anjing. Itu juga aduh itu benar-benar momen aduh anjing. Wah sumpah ada PRX lagi bau. Gambling parah, gue kira PRX tuh coba-coba aja, gue mikir grup stage ada lore bracket. Sama gue juga, gue pikir masih ada lore bracketnya. Makanya kayak nyoba-nyoba terus kayak kalah ya udahlah, mungkin besok bisa lebih try hard lagi gitu. Kemarin kan Prioritas kalah di map sendiri. Not bad lah. Fix Kelok. Next pindah tim. Sumpah sini, ini kalau map ini kalah ya, anak Heretics ya. Kelok bisa jadi nggak ngecun next map-nya. Bisa jadi. Kelok setahu gue pemain muda deh. Setahu gue dia pemain muda deh. Tapi nggak tahu deh, tahun ini dia berapa tahun ya, 18 atau 19. Ya, Ethan ya, santai dong. Lu kira lu pakai Phantom?
Only 20 seconds left on that clock. They have got to get
Yeah.
going now.
Lah.
The first duel doesn't go too bad.
Why?
Nor
Why?
does the second. They're
Why?
back in control.
The spam's gonna get rid of him though.
10 seconds.
It actually comes out from BCJ. That Odin has actually worked out for them. Trying to get that plant again. Boo just needs to defend.
Nge-troll anjing
Will
EG.
be able to get it down. Somehow turning it.
Itu ada Hound.
Starts the
Nah.
flash. There's the wall bang from BCJ's in astral form. Weapon out, not on time.
Wah,
Boo
sumpah
has
sih.
a chance.
Wah,
And
sumpah.
shot
Wah.
is delivered.
Wah.
Boo! He saved the round for
Wah,
Heretics.
God.
They're not out yet.
Banyakin nge-troll EG.
It's just
Banyakin
ridiculous.
nge-troll.
2 kills from Ethan at the beginning.
Banyakin
You think it's
Ethan.
just going to be a slaughter.
Wah,
They have
si
20
Ethan sih ini,
seconds to
sumpah
run into
Ethan,
the site.
sumpah.
The site is
Sumpah
currently
Ethan.
spread with
Ini semua
nanoswarms.
ini mistake dari Ethan sih. Udah buta tapi dia nge-spray vandal berantakan anjing. Mampus kena clutch anjing. Mampus anjing. Set
Relatively quiet so far on the Sentinel.
45
Just trounces them
HP.
at the end.
45 HP.
Banyak-banyakin.
Run spraying
Lo
the
kira
corner. He's
Ikoron
dead.
tuh
Of course, like, you don't
lagi
know
kayak
he's that HP. There's a
kompetitif.
lot of math that has to
Kalau
be done on
kompe
the
sama
spot.
Ikoron udah pasti
You're
dapet
focused on a
kita
bunch of
satu
different
round.
things, but that has gotta
Ini
be devastating.
VCT, Bang.
Rolling Thunder, they're not messing around.
Banyak-banyakin,
He
banyak-banyakin.
just embarrassed PCJ. But he had plenty of friends here to help him out, and look at the spot.
Nah.
What a flash.
Loh,
Poke flashes this round have been fantastic.
Straight, nah.
Boostio, he's only going to be able to
revive dulu nggak sih? Revive dulu nggak sih?
the KO to the floor.
Nah, flash.
They haven't managed to get him back up yet, and in fact, another pick coming through. This is actually a 2v2 for a second. Eventually, that Rez
Bagus
is found, and
banget
the
wallnya.
utility will help them out.
Oh,
Coming in on that cosmic divides just left them in such a bad spot.
gini
No flashes
dong,
for Ethan.
kasih match yang
Getting back in here
seru.
is gonna be tough. They're basically just strangling
Anjas,
the site.
dimain-mainin.
And any attempt made here is denied. EG don't even make it past that ultimate.
Saving round. Anjing
Just like
89
that,
kok.
the 2v2 retake
Anjing.
isn't even attempted. With Heretics
Banyak-banyakin
surviving
EG,
after
banyak-banyakin
getting
lo
that extra
nge-troll.
player, we're in such a lovely spot.
Banyak-banyakin
See,
deh.
obviously Zeke's second
Dek,
flash was
dek.
sick. I don't know if the first flash was
Lo
his
kira
as well.
96 udah pasti
But not
13-6
only did they
deh.
have the rolling thunder into the backlines, which makes
Ingat
me think
Valor
he
itu
probably
bundar,
forced his flash
betul.
because Mixwell was around the corner doing the rolling
yeah.
thunder.
89
There was a
deh.
flash into that back corner that meant PCJ was not only stunned up, but completely
Banyak-banyakin deh,
blind
nge-troll
on the
deh.
free entry, and then the flashback through was even better on the second time around.
Banyak-banyakin.
Heretics,
Masih bisa
this is
beli
the
tuh
thing.
tapi
In
Ethan.
the first half, I'll be honest,
Tapi
we were
half.
looking at that as the Kellogg show.
Oh ini kayaknya ngabisin duit. Full buy kayak, maksudnya buy round. Biar nextnya ekonominya rata. Tapi beli seadanya. Ini timing sih, sumpah Kellogg timing sih dia. Dia lempar smoke,
Yeah, that's something
langsung
that
keluar dari smoke.
takes
Ih, timing
a
banget sih
lot
itu.
of time sitting on those customs just to
Tapi
get
ngapain
that
dia
out.
lempar smoke ya? Padahal kan udah smoke yang Astra ya. Muscle memory.
Okay, good opening pick. There's Kellogg's gone again, and we're talking about this
Abang-abangnya
guy being first
mati,
man in, how he's
abang-abangannya
gonna be
mati,
that
Kellogg
sacrificial lamb, and
mati.
This time he's traded his life for a bit of mid control.
Heretics ingin membuktikan kepada kita guys, tanpa Kellogg mereka bisa menang round. Apakah itu bisa? Kapan push lagi net? Iya, kapan ya? Gue belum main lagi, gue malah GTA terus anjir. Underdog menurut lu siapa net? RRQ kali. Semoga aja. RRQ underdog menang ya kan. Kemarin RJ 93 terus kami satu betul ya map 1 ya. Dari 93 itu benar the real curse itu. Terus 2-0. Lebih milih kaya hidup dengan kekangan dan kepikiran terus apa hidup biasa bagi tanpa ada benci. Nah, gue lebih milih hidup biasa aja bahagia tanpa ada benci atau kekangan. Itu yang gue lakuin sekarang guys. Itu yang gue lakuin sekarang Bayu. Hidup biasa aja anjir, yang penting cukup. Alhamdulillah rezeki cukup. Cukup buat makan, buat Japin, terutama buat Japin sih. Nomor 1 Japin sekarang buat gue. Wih, nggak kena. Wah itu, wah. Wah itu perkara C-nya nggak kena anjir.
We heard from Heretics when it came to the games before and some of the conversations we've had.
Kok bisa nggak kena sih?
You know, it's something that you'll get a ton more utility to bring with
Sumpah itu
you.
pasti.
Having someone like Mixwell on a breach. Problem is you miss that utility.
Wah, gue sih kalau jadi Heretics,
It's enough for one
wah gue kalau
player
jadi
to
Heretics nggak bakal gue cek lagi sih itu.
forward, a pixel to his right, I think even he's taken down.
Bukannya lo benci si itu net siapa
That's
Pis?
all it comes down to, and it cost them the round this
Glitch
time.
emang glitch ya?
At such
Itu
a
lebih nerima
crucial
nikmat dari
moment as
Tuhan
well
sih.
to
Iya,
get the 8
maksudnya
now
ya
on board, and
mending hidup biasa
Heretics are on
aja.
the last legs economically.
Sayang region Cheese gak ikut kalau mungkin. Cheese tuh apa China ya? Banyak-banyakin gak cek corner. Enggak, itu karena udah dipencet C itu loh. Apa sih C nama skillnya si Bridge? Gue juga kalau jadi Bridge sama timnya ya gak bakal gue cek lagi. Udah di clear pakai C. Channel 11 siapa? Dan lagi para baru nge-easy pakai
might just have to hesitate a little bit as the rest of the team is still sort of pushing those rotations. I'm also looking at Ethan's deep control. He can very
Aftershock,
easily
ya.
TP back into the site if needed, but he might just catch
Ini
someone
last
off guard.
last
You know,
by
it's especially
roundnya
the turret here is just giving it
PH
away.
kayaknya.
They are looking as if they're retake B. They've got a killjoy on site and a turret.
Cina bukan ada dua tim,
long
emang
push,
siapa?
but instead it's Ethan watching long. Boo's caught
Oh, Ethan dapat
completely
tuh.
off guard. Boostio's able to grab
Ya
1, 2, and
elah.
now took in for a little more. Ethan's eventually going to deal
Kang
with
Gendong,
Ova.
Kang
This
Gendong.
is now looking done and dusted. Kellogg's has to do it all with that Blade Storm, and nothing will be found. 11
Bingung
to
dia.
8, and that was Team Heretics putting all
Sumpah
their
dia
credits
bingung
into
itu.
a round.
Kanannya
This is
nggak ngepick,
looking
dia tahu kirinya ada,
like EG might
tiba-tiba
just close it out.
Yeah, a solid hold as well. And as you said, a nasty little setup to almost bait them into
EDG sama FX dari Cina kalau nggak salah. Emang FX dari Cina ya?
Fantastically around this
Riot aneh net di Valor China nggak masuk, padahal baru semua China. Gokil ya, kok bisa ya? Coachnya cewek. Kayaknya China juga tuh. China gaming number 1.
I think they could be losing this.
Blame time.
And Foto would still be smiling. Foto is always smiling.
That's what you need.
FX China.
This team especially, you know, it's just a
Nah,
bunch
tuh
of
FX China tuh.
chaps over on EG. They've got big smiles on their face with 2 rounds
EDG,
left to go to
oh
close
ada
this
tuh.
out. Facing up against
Mantap
what
apa
should
boom
be
Valorant bang
an
orangnya.
anti-eco for them. Not a whole lot of promises.
Itu coachnya kayak service
Thinking of
Master Net.
Heretics' ult economy. It's not
Oh
like
iya
that's
kah?
coming online anytime soon either. I mean, they need a lot to bail them
Iya
out.
kah? Berarti udah nggak nge-caster lagi dong? Saya carrying Smackdown ya bang.
That's an interesting idea.
Bawahnya
So
kayak
hold on.
kopong gitu
Oh,
anjir.
no.
Stage-nya.
Heretics have given Kellogg's a judge. Think about
Mantan pro player
it. They
CS
took
itu
the
coachnya.
A
Masa
side
iya?
before, and it was
Cewek
successful.
pro player.
But
Iya kah?
Kellogg's dashing in.
Serius dah, gue butuh info-info kayak gitu men. Gue CS soalnya nggak terlalu ngikutin.
So now,
Kalau CS itu Soviet net Rusia, Ukraina dan gak dikasih ikut karena karena timnya main dia nggak jadi caster udah lama itu dia.
I don't know, but what will happen if they do decide to go to A is they'll have a lot of problems.
Half round ini apa bay ini?
Oh,
half.
setup from EG in the pistol round. Yoru flash as a support, and then the other 2 players are peeking down, essentially turning this into 2 lane ways for them.
This is similar to the pistol round.
Gambling sih dah sini. Ini match point sih harusnya. Sumpah kecuali EG nge-troll ya. Sumpah si EG kalau nge-troll gue ceng-cengin abis anjing. Sumpah sih.
So much value has to be found by these attackers, and they're not expecting another player. There's the flash and a decimation.
Beautiful.
On A long, just shutting down any hope for Heretics here. Boo was lurking. Now
Gue semangat gue ngikutin Vct lagi sebagai bocil asli soalnya. Gue juga sebenarnya gue agak kurang semangat sih.
Well, I think he should be aware that timing could have gotten them, but they're not accounting.
Sumpah tolol sih ini kalau kalah sama si.
Look! No, Boo! You know, the stinger, it's not what it used to be. Let's just leave it at that.
No, that's what that was.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Okay, good from the other perspective at least. No, that's the first bit.
This is early. It's coming.
Dia lupa kali dikira pakai vandal.
Wait, they didn't show it.
Berasa pegang vandal. Iya makanya.
Nice today. What happened?
Oh my god. I love it.
Itu kan stinger bang, bukan.
They get salty as the day goes on. They're like,
Nggak gini. Positifnya dia nembak ke kiri, headshot, dia tuh pengen cek kanan. Dia tadi agak ragu sama kanan, makanya dia cek kanan.
Dari ASEAN Autism Games 2018 ini sudah ada Dewangga. Selamat siang Dewangga.
Nggak tahu, males pengen beli truk.
Dewangga, selamat ya, selamat ya.
Raden.
yeah, I gotta respect Kellogg's, man. He just doesn't stop. He went forward, got hit by every PC utility. Even when he got flashed again, he went, I'll just dash
Iya
forward.
betul. Setuju gue sama casternya.
He was already dead.
Betul, setuju gue. Kenapa dia main maju aja ya? Padahal dia masih ada flash loh di belakang loh, masih ada Mixwell loh. Coba dia tunggu mixwell-nya. Wah ini lucu sih kalau smoke hilang lucu sih ini. Lucu sih ini. Oh mundur deh.
That's the thing, backwards might actually be worse depending where that rolling thunder is placed.
Do or die. Iya makanya. Stun. Pisau. Mundur di smoke. Wah, unlucky. Ya elah. Loh. 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 Woi. Udah kerikon.
Pressuring onto Zeke. The spike plant will come through and there's a flank. Boostio in behind.
Oh itu low sense kayaknya low sense. Positif aja low sense itu low sense guys. Itu positif aja low sense itu. Kayaknya mouse nabrak monitor anjing. Wah sumpah sih. Lah reload kedengeran dong. Kedengeran dong apa pak?
It's absolutely everything here. It comes down to just one man left.
The stun itu dong.
No! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Wah! Kenapa reload?
Oh, he was so convinced that his teammate would be able to survive. The defuse gonna go through in the last second or so. And honestly, I'm just happy it wasn't a knife.
It could have been. He had every right to in that moment as well, but the risk not taken.
Kedengeran dong.
The map
Itu dia jadi lompat lagi ngecek backside-nya.
Experience the roar of the crowd for them. 13-8. A 5-round gap between them.
Wah, Kelox lemes sih Kelox. Ende sih Kelox. Wah, dia harus reset mood sih. Dia sebat reset mood sih dia. Dia kalau masih belum move on dari game ini, map 2 hancur sih.
Yeah, I think obviously we have to sort of premise it with being that attacker jet, much tougher for your own individual ability.
Hey, I'll say this though, being a Yoru, period. That's all I need to say. Being a Yoru, damn hard.
Gue penasaran berapa ya peluru tadi ya.
I loved every play I saw from this guy. Every single one was just such a treat. So much thought went into this.
Berat punggungnya Kelox, berat sumpah.
Off comps picked out just to kind of throw your opponent off guard. You might have one or two little ideas, but ultimately it ends up just being kind of a pathetic.
Tadi pelurunya berapa sih guys by the way? Ada yang lihat nggak?
No, this was a really nice setup from EG. Clearly had a lot of ideas. Their after plants, once they were able to.
Streamer banyak yang underestimate roster EG. Nih lihat, NA emang terlalu OP tahun 2023 ini. Efek boost dari coach.
Well, some of the plays from KOM, for example, his positioning, his movement.
Tapi jujur ya, banyak momen-momen yang nggak sih yang luck juga nggak sih EG? 10 kan? 10 atau 15 kan tuh? Cukup lah. Vandal atau Phantom? Cukup lah, musuhnya juga ada tinggal 2. Dan tadi Kayonya juga dapat 1.
That's where I'm going to be excited to see what they've got, because I think Heretics still had a pretty good showing playing up against something that you're not really going to
Vandal lagi
or played against much before. On Ascent, I don't know if EG are going to be that creative.
Yeah, no, I think realistically,
sumpah itu dihabisin sama coachnya anjing. Gue pernah guys sama di Pearl juga. Gue dimaki public gara-gara gue lagi last man standing. Gue udah tahu musuhnya di art. Gue di belakangnya art tuh yang dari tengah tuh dari mid doors. Jalan ke situ tuh menuju art tuh. Gua reload. Apalah, janganlah yang aneh-aneh, Cok. Ininya anjing. Tolonglah. Cenderok Islami. Momen lah asli, itulah momen banget gak sih? Gue tadi cerita ya, gue pernah dimaki publik cuma gara-gara reload. Makanya gue udah gak sembarang lagi reload anjir. Walaupun gue gak pede sama aim gue ya, tapi at least gue bisa tahan step, ngebokongin atau dapetin timing lah. Kecuali gue tahu itu clear ya, nggak ada musuh ya, baru gue reload. Penasaran sama Liquid sih, apakah Soulcase sebagai IGL bisa bawa tim itu fatal sih, nggak percaya teman jatuhnya. Ini Bang Kornet tonton tim doang apa sampai selesai semua? Gas sih sampai selesai semua kayaknya. Gue pengen coba begadang. Semoga kuat ya. Soalnya tidur gue lagi bener ini. Cuma match ini tadi bikin gue lumayan melek nih. Lumayan kocak sih lebih tepatnya sebenarnya. Banyak momen kocak juga tadi. Coba kita lihat ini, kita lihat nah, Wikipedia. Map 2 Asen nggak tahu, aku nggak lihat tadi. Valorant esports.com kalau nggak salah. Nah, nih guys. Nih guys, jadwal lengkapnya ya. Ini lagi live. Valorant esports, MIBR. Loud Genji Sports, Jaya, Minggu 19. Wah ini sih kita harus nonton sih. Ingetin gue nih. Tunggu sekarang tanggal berapa sih? 16. 17. Loh. Tanggal 16. Ini Bu, yang lempar baju itu, yang bagi-bagi baju cuek itu bukan? (15) 16 sekarang 16. 17-nya kok nggak ada? Oh besok libur ya? Hey Prit. Sampai talon nanti perwakilan apa lawan tuan rumah Brazil. Yang cuek apa yang cemberut? Diperjelas. Betul kan? 22. 19. 18, 19, 20. 21, 22-nya break. 23. 24. Oh 24 nih. Betul 24 jam 3 pagi. Panjang ya. 27, 28. Anjing banyak banget. Oh, ada beberapa breaknya ya. Riot ngeluarin berapa ya nerbangin semuanya terus stay di Sao Paulo sampai 5 Maret anjir. Dari tanggal 13. Udah hampir sebulan, 3 minggu lebih lah. Bang Koret anak umpar kah? Betul. Itu ADG lawan 100T juga seru net asli. 100T tadi ya pasti jadwal RQ ya kayaknya. Ini ya. Edward Gaming International. Mari kita lihat tim sekarang. Mana EDG? Oh ini Amerika. Siapa yang bilang MIB? Brazil deh. Brazil. Betul yang kalian bilang Brazil. Mana tadi? 100T. Edward mana Edward? Udah mau ngegas saya Brody. MPL nanti di stream enggak kayak gue MPL. Nggak ada yang mau nonton kayak MPL. Kalau di gue mending gue nonton Marsha anjing. Tapi ini openingnya Bang Net belum yang betul. Ini lebih ke opening pengenalan tim ini kayaknya. Franchise. Oh ini Edward Gaming. China ya. China invited team. Oh berarti ini plus China invited gitu ya. Berarti franchise team plus invited China gitu. Panjang banget ini VCT kali ini rame banget yang main tapi sekali main doang kalau kalah. Iya untuk turnamen ini doang ya. Cuma kalau untuk resminya sih harusnya franchise ada kesempatan gak sih? Gak mungkin sekali main juga. Gue juga jadi rugi gak sih lu sekali main doang anjir. Mana tadi kita lihat tim Heretics orang Prancis bro. 19 tuh, masih muda kan? Kukira 18, 19 sekarang. Approx total winningnya $34.000. Sih dikit banget, cuma 34.000. Nasi goreng satu kali sama telur. Jadi pro player luar cuma dapat 34.000. Kasian banget ya. Jangan jadi pro player luar dah guys. Kecil, cuma 34.000. Cina ntar ada VCT-nya gak sih? Nggak tahu tuh aku tuh. Jujur aku masih mempelajari scene Valorant. Jadi mungkin ada teman-teman yang bisa jawab, bantu jawab boleh. Fanatik vs Sentinel seru tuh Bang Net pembalasan final VCT Masters. Tadinya 30 tim tambah Cina jadi 32 tim. Oh, nah itu berarti betul kan, franchise plus 2 tim invited. Yang menang Vct Lock In dapat slot buat regionnya. Emang iya? Enggak lah. Lah, kan mereka udah ini juga franchise. Nanti ada liganya, bro. Banget gue duluan ya, nggak bisa lama-lama, ntar gue nonton replay aja. Aman Afif. Lihat terus Sentinel bikin super tim juga. Umur 18 lu udah ngapain aja Net? 11. Gua jadi paskibraka Provinsi Banten. 17 atau 18 ya? Kayaknya 18 deh. Mengibarkan bendera merah putih. Gaji kecil, biaya hidup besar. Kan nanti ada Vct Region League-nya Net. Oh ini latihan-latihan ini. Ya elah dek. Ya elah lagi direkam nih dek. Ya elah. Ya kurang cepet nih, kurang oke nih. Ya elah. Ya gini doang mah gue bisa dek. Ya. Jauh gemo. Ya. Pacific kan di Korea. Iya menang nambah slot ke master. Dapat slot buat ke masternya maksudnya itu Net. Oh ke masternya bukan championnya, gimana sih gue bingung. Master dulu baru champion apa kayak mana sih? Gue juga paskibraka tingkat RT. Capek. Yang menang franchise league dapat slot master gitu kalau nggak salah. Kellogg's kurang elok. Kok panas ya AC gue by the way.
I'm really looking at the rest of Heretics. We know you got the skill. Zeke is a world champion. Mixwell's a legend. Boo's calling pretty solid and also hitting some nasty shots himself.
He really impressed me individually.
He did. And I think that there was a lot of positives Mimi to take away from that, but that is a 13-8 loss for Heretics.
Panas lah tadi bagian baju.
But they don't have a lot of time to think about it. They gotta have this game plan solid.
Franchise League Master Champion. Oh. Oh yang menang dapat slot ke Master. Pacific League dulu di Korea, baru ke Master di Jepang, terus ke Championnya. Oh. Dapat slot Master, yang menang Master dapat slot Champion. Sisanya nggak lolos ada last chance qualifier. Juara 1, 2, 3 VCT Region League-nya slot Master. Oh. Berarti ini bukan main-main ya turnamen ini boy. Ini pembukaan yang mereka harus menangin juga ya. Gue kira tuh cuma duit jajan tambahan mereka anjing.
This is his time to show us what he's got, because this is Jojimo's first rodeo. Kellogg should be able to shut it down. And if there's a player to step up in that moment, we already saw it in game 1. It could very
Mana ada turnamen. Ya kan ada juga yang turki. Maksudnya yang nggak ada lolosnya masuk mana gitu-gitulah. Oh ini ya. 30 partner team franchise league ya, international leagues, and 2 invited from China. Oh ya, yeah. The winner will earn additional spot for daily. Oh ya, langsung ke master, anjir. International stage. 3 online leagues, 1 in each international territory. Each league consists of 10 partner teams selected by Riot. The best team from each region qualified to master. The best team from each region. America League play in Los Angeles, Berlin, Pacific League di Korea. Ini berarti anak-anak yang anak-anak. Ini berarti tim-tim yang franchise league gitu ya? Atau gimana guys? Terus master. Kita lihat lagi. Aduh, my bad. Sorry.
The trade is clean. The nano delays the rest of the team. It looks like Bustio might even get out. He's being spotted though.
Kita lihat, kita pelajarin lagi.
Solid flash. That one coming through from Mixwell. That's happened a couple of times where they have a lot of these.
Iya betul ya, oke.
Setups coming out.
Ini cuma kayak perkenalan tim yang kita proses, makanya bukan pakai bracket. Sayang banget tipe perek sih. Aduh. Udahlah. Kemarin gua awal-awal dukung Sentinel, terus Sentinel habis juara langsung kendor. PRX juga habis juara masa kendor. Bocil PERANG kecewa guys. Namanya juga Lock In.
Oh, there's going to be a fight in mid. And that's gone Heretics' way despite the low HP. BCJ left on 30 and he's got 2 opponents to deal with. Mixwell low. Look, this has been a scrappy round so far. But there's still
jarak jauh tuh.
BCJ desperately low on health.
Not recommended.
He's not going to get anything for it.
Main Freak agak underperform tadi. Kalau menurut gue enggak sih, gue ngeliatnya sih mereka kayak nggak tahu miskom nggak tahu kayak min 1 kemis tau lah. Nanti gue nggak mau banyak komentar lah, udah terlalu kecewa gue. Banyak ronde-ronde yang kocak PERANG kemarin. Assalamualaikum, salam. Bengkai kenapa kemarin bisa kalah bang? Gara-gara cosplay siput kali. Ada bracketnya single elimination, gak ada lower upper. Tidur Lars, David 50 underperform. Waalaikumsalam Lars. Habis mole. Lu kan Bengkai net. Emang sih skill gue kayak Bengkai emang.
It's going to be interesting to see how this pans out. Zeke playing the Sentinel and Mixwell on the Initiator, because we have a position here where Mixwell in the previous round when he popped that support flash for Kellogg's, he's last man into the site there. This is leaving, so basically he can't do that if he's lurking, right? If he was playing a Killjoy over on
masa 3 map sih?
would have to be Zeke.
Boleh lah 3 map lah biar seru dah.
To play that exact role. So I almost feel like there could be a possibility Mixwell's taking this so Zeke can play more aggressive almost on the attack side with that Killjoy. Why have they lost so many players?
Mau dipisau anjir. Wah, kena shorty gaming. What the heck? What the heck is going on here, bro? Dibokong dong.
Time is going to be absolutely everything. Now the alarm bot is
Oh
down.
my god.
So it's going to give the information away. It means that this becomes an isolated fight. Spike's going to be
ketahuan alarm bot.
Plant it here. He can't rotate. He can't go anywhere. So he's looking to try and isolate that final jewel. And with it getting a little bit awkward, he will finally find it. He knows
Udah plan dulu.
Should be in. Maybe gonna find him with the tag at least. That gives the information over to the other side.
Kocak
and then
sini.
SMG's been picked up. And he knows he's close, but he finds the shot anyway. That round shouldn't have been
crispy shot.
But luckily Zeke's there to save them.
Not even slightly, Tom. Not
Tuh
even
gitu ya guys ya.
close.
Percaya sama kemampuan lu, 4 peluru pun gak usah reload. Udah. Oh ini kocak sih ini. Kena shorty.
48 HP on Evolve there. If he goes down.
No.
They've got so much control at that point.
Iya sih kalau diperhatiin mirip Bengkai. Dar, gue tunggu turun berat badan lagi mungkin mirip.
Odin in hand already with the reveal and there's the kill. Zeke down and out. No lurking this time.
That's the only rifle on the floor. Now it should be very easy to retrieve. And and it's going to go into the hands of Mixwell.
Nggak belajar di kompe anjing.
I think only Avova didn't get hit by that knife.
Decent shock as well. Stripped some shields, done some damage. And he's still got plenty of bullets left.
Udahlah Heretics walaupun ini bonus round. Cuma yang nggak usah mati konyol gitulah Heretics. Kocak. Sumpah udah begitu brengsek banget dan sumpah dah. Sialan emang. Udah gak susah sekarang mati begitu sumpah dah ini. Tadi aja di round 2-nya begitu, masa round 3? Ya walaupun bonus ya, cuma ya. Ngantuk aja nih.
So that's not going to be the information there. Just that small piece of utility has managed to put the pressure onto Kom. First goes his way with the Odin. He's going to get tagged on the wallbang as well. Mixo looking good so far, and now the Odin's in enemy hands.
The only rifle they had was the Guardian. They had the chance to spam back at the start of the round, but they did it in the end. And now an Odin picked up for Boo, a recon.
Alarm botnya gak ngecek, alah udah ini mah.
Here from EG even gets a little more dangerous. They're starting to make their way in already, looking for space. Mixwell up close, going to be a massive danger. He's gone for the blade, swinging up in, and they had absolutely no idea, no iota what was coming their way. Wallbang to close it out. 3-0. They chose an early Odin investment and they have paid the price.
Pakai Spectre terus di
Team Heretics
Odin.
Playing against some shorties, some classics.
Aduh kocak anjing.
Maybe a frenzy. I don't know.
Wah Heretics sih masih.
I don't really remember. I don't think it
Wah
matters.
Heretics sih masih luck banget sih, masih ada faktor keberuntungan anjing bisa menang.
They run into a round with a Guardian, a Spectre, and a few
Ron
pistols.
kocak buat dua tim ini sumpah anjir.
They lose the Guardian almost instantly. They a couple of players like
ngantuk nih Ron begini nih. Kocak banget dah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Don't know what's so confusing about that.
That's obvious, really.
That's how Valorant works.
Nah, minta lah KORNET kalau mau masuk tuh minta lah.
He predicted that.
He actually sent me a message saying they're about to win this round comfortably.
He predicted that in the Halo days. He knew it all. It's not a surprise, man, honestly.
Hello?
He just has to rub his head like a crystal ball and the visions come to him.
Halo.
3-0 right now. Weak weapons for EG. We know what that means. It's going to be a big round.
Itu buta loh. Cek lah switch-nya nggak di.
Close corner for Ethan. That's one good damage. They need to follow up though. And so far, that follow-up's just not there.
Okay.
Nicely handled by Heretics all in all. And Mixwell ain't even going to... Ah, yes, he's just about back up.
Yeah, they actually did quite a bit of damage. Like Kellogg's going down to 4 HP, but ultimately with only one player being lost, it's not going to be too big of a deal for Heretics. And you also have to remember the players like Boo, who managed to pick up an Odin in the last round, currently has 6,800 credits. So
beli Odin ya.
Too much trouble for them. A flyer of a start for
Odin half armor ya.
Last map didn't go their way, lost both pistols. They're now 4-0 up.
Kok maksain Odin sih?
I'm even more gobsmacked. The man who is leading the charge, this is his first time on this agent. And it's on attack as well.
Like I said, you know, I almost
udah
love what
anti-flash.
they're doing here. I think giving him the freedom to play one side of the map by himself, if I'm picking anyone on their team, well, it's probably Kellogg's, but if I'm picking anyone else on their team, yeah, it's going to be Zeke to go play that role. And of course, Kellogg's often going to be taking the space and being the spear for the team. So I looked at this comp initially and I was like, is this Mixwell just like egoing the agent, being like, hey Zeke, you're going to learn my old role? But no, instead he's actually come in and I think taken a very modest approach to this and said, I'm going to set you guys up.
Masa iya?
Reach on the last map was very supportive. Most of the time he was not in a position at all to take any fights. So
enggak.
It's an interesting start. I also think for EG they need to bounce back now.
Can we see Mixwell right now? He's setting up a knife, I think. It's going to be a far one.
Mitnya kosong loh itu.
That's going to be making its way. Then he's got a follow-up flash for his teammates to go through. They've got a recon up close. That's so much information. A great late round set play.
Wah, ini KO kalau
have one cycle of utility coming online for post plan, but they've got to get onto a
baru gue mau ngomong, ini KO kalau mati mitnya kosong bisa langsung ke B.
That's a great shock dart as well.
Anjir, tuh dapat through the smoke, dapat si Kellogg's aja. Sabar. 3 detik baru masuk. Nah, 3 detik nih masuk. Wow, di nano swarm. Lah, ditabrak. Lah.
All they need to do is deny it. It has to come in here and now, and it's done. They've already conceded. They knew the plant couldn't be secured, and this round will go to EG. Phenomenal stuff. And
wah anjing pinter banget sih itu.
Heretics
Itu sih, itu delay. Wah
MENIT.
itu delay util. Wah bagus banget sih itu anjir.
To give you that last cycle of utility when you come to either a side push or to playing post.
Wah itu Nanostorm setup di situ bagus banget sih.
Unstoppable defense.
The thing I love is just how late all of that was utility patience.
Aduh, itu juga unlucky banget. Sekarat 8 darah kena turret. Kemarin kemana? Kemarin gue tidur. Wah.
Jorgamo's found on the other side of the map as well. He gets dinged instantly and still swings.
Itulah alasan kenapa Combly Odin anjing.
Yeah, because you'll die instantly.
But it's a play, and I've seen it a pro play. I'm gonna do it in rank now.
Oh my god.
That is also, yes, that is also very accurate. But I don't need to hear your negativity. What a gorgeous play.
Dapat info.
I'm really enjoying this early round, Odin. Look.
Iya nih kameranya kok facecamnya telat gitu aja. Spike drop di smoke. Ada ulti sih Avova. Oh udah ente kan aku bilang.
Really nice round from Jorgamo especially. Like just being able to almost work with the havoc.
Aduh kocak dah Heretics.
Like you have this aggressive Odin play the dark.
Wah Heretics kocak dah. Kocak, kalah ini mah. Kalah Heretics, kalah ini mah. Ini replaynya nih. Ya Allah. Recon. Ya.
He got dimmed instantly. He literally got headshot through the wall at the very first second and then went, no, I'm still going to swing this.
You will literally see like an op holding that angle given less respect from the other team. He's spraying with Node and they're like, I don't want to peek. Oh my god, he's going all the way.
The insta-flash. Still going. This is such an aggressive play. They had a dart to set him up as well. Just trying to catch Heretics off guard, and that's exactly what they've done.
Just a full anime battle, everything being thrown at this main. And in the end, look, they end up barely even, but a quick kill pulls it right back. The map control for Heretics here. They've got main, and they might be able to fight their way back out, but still 2 players waiting on the site. Calm knows that push can be coming through, and the flash on the other side was actually was that Mixwell's flash?
Yeah, I think so.
Unlucky.
No, it didn't catch him this time. They attempted it before, hoping for, I think, a very optimistic spam. And already Avova just trying to take the space. The utility is sublime. The tags coming through in almost every single scenario. Com's darts have been on point. I'd almost like to see them highlighted going forward, because he's been catching people every single time. Now Mixo's trying to just thread the needle here, but there are 3 players waiting in towards the spawn. Boo hoping he can chip them up with a little bit of extra damage.
Tapi bang ini kan map defender.
Mixwell tries this exact play.
Yeah, again,
makan
in these sort of
defender.
scenarios with a man advantage as strong
makan
as
sisa
it is,
2
they
anjing.
just have to understand what part of the map they've conceded control of, and they understood it perfectly. Locking down spawn with 2, watching their back, and having a player on site comfortable to stay passive and wait for that drop to come through. There was 0 space given to Heretics here, and again, short of a massive individual play.
Gua nggak tahu ini tim. Ini mereka sama-sama kuat apa sama-sama kocak?
And a strong start to this map for the attack side of Heretics, but EG quickly on their heels.
Yeah, this is the thing. I will say I imagine Heretics are going to be a fairly momentum-based team in general, but I also think that going into the defense, they could have a really stellar half. That's where you expect
sama-sama kuat lah ya, sama-sama kuat lah ya.
Really put up the majority of his numbers, and it's where the rest of the team kind of have to step up here. The thing is though, EG, I sort of said it, like you're not going to see a mass amount of new stuff when it comes to a set, but they do have some cool set plays. And that little flash not only blinded Zeke, but blinded the turret. So he was able to push all the way up.
Mampus lo blame time lo.
Without any information going the other way.
Jangan cepat puas dek, makanya dek.
And then after that, he throws down a smoke and they dart behind. So that not only
cepat
after getting the
puas
first
sih
kill,
baru.
they might be able to find more.
Ya
These are just
elah.
minute details that EG are putting in because they are so around these sort of set plays from people like Potter, who is, I don't know, she's clearly doing an amazing job.
Nah, blame time 3-4.
Almost less impressive when you consider the fact that like these guys didn't just go for the play in main, the flash, and then decide to recon. That recon was there from the start.
Tapi emang Sova tuh hero nyebelin sih, jujur ya. Kalau lu bisa mainin Sova, power pick lu ya, agent power lu, Sova tuh nyebelin banget ya. Dalam artian kayak sesimpel recon lu tuh nggak sembarang lempar gitu. Biasanya kalau di kompe kan baru mulai round lempar recon gitu kan. Kalau pro player tuh pasti kayak nggak salah-salah lempar apa, pasti ada dibarengin sama skill utility teman-teman yang lain, atau mungkin ketika smoke-nya udah habis atau ada timing yang bikin recon itu jadi nggak bisa ketembak gitu. Yang fokus ke musuhnya itu bukan ke recon tapi ke kepala musuh gitu. Dan itu yang bikin jadi advantage buat teman-teman yang nge-reveal musuhnya di mana. Berhasil gitu Net, kalau tim dia nggak main sepi stage ya, kalau timnya main stage rame. Oh gitu ya? Sama aja kayak ini di bola. Nggak sabar Sova, apalagi di map banyak spot wallbang betul. Hah? Recon.
Catches a couple of players, just getting that information for EG, which they so desperately desire. And in the meantime, just to clear out some of these closer angles, Heretics are going to have to use the drone.
Benefit here pushing those players back, stealing information from their hands. Look at the response. EG look to fight for short, and Ethan has the perfect flash. Not the perfect execution after, but it's at least got them the info, and that'll get the ult pop. That sent Heretics running to the other side of the map.
Yeah, the thing is though, the setup's still ready for them. Turret watching, Ethan's also going to catch
tapi apa-apanya mati.
No smokes to try and make this play work.
Gak ada smoke.
Rotating, Kom on the cross. They are very ready for this, but Zeke wins the battle. It's traded back in mid. Their lurk is gone, and Zeke now trying to get that bit more aggressive. They have been slaughtered as they try and enter the B site. And EG, just moments ago, was sat 0-4. Well, they're level again.
Right back into it, and with that streak of rounds, they've put Heretics onto an eco. From 4-0 down, they might just steal the lead out of Heretics' hands, and another gorgeous round. You know, Jogamo checking for the player up on mid as well with that late of a push, with the fact that they had faked the A player, or at least had been on short not that long ago, and quickly shifted, running away from KO. Still at a player fake A, by the way. After all of that, you don't... I didn't expect the guy to be there, and I could see the mini-map, but he checked it. Took the kill and wow.
Tau gak tim Heretics kemarin pas touring India kalah sama PERANG. Pas final bukan? Pas final kan? Runner up kan mereka? Iya tahu gue tahu itu.
See how big the Mitchman curse is today.
Yeah, watch him like TP right behind someone, they don't hear him somehow.
There'll be a moment now where he needs to steal the spike and take it to the other side.
Emang definisi Valorant tuh bundar anjir. Valo tuh emang kadang lu kalahnya tuh kalah yang tolol anjir. Kalah roundnya tuh pasti yang aduh.
The knife not really going to give too much over on the A side, but it's very passive. EG know what they're up against. Not taking too many risks and basically just waiting.
Kok feeling gue comeback ya EG ya?
Now Heretics are excellent in these sort of pistol rounds.
Cuma ya kalau di kompe biasanya attack-nya jelek berarti map defender ya kan. Apakah ini awal dari ngetroll EG?
Closing the distance at least, but with Sheriffs, how much can they expect here? The shorty on the other side having a whale of a time up close.
Wah, reload dia.
He's got to reload at least.
Kering.
But there's too many players. EG were 4-0 down. Without losing a round, they've taken the lead back. This series might be under a little bit of threat for EMEA fans out there.
But that's the thing. As said, I do expect Heretics to be a lot better on the defense of this map. The issue I have is if they just get bodied out of the late stage of this half, I don't know if they have the stones to turn it around. And that's the thing.
Gila dua kali dia apes.
I don't know if they're mentally going to be in it anymore.
Pertama dapat senjata nge-reload. Yang kedua
so far in this game, he's been struggling.
Well, we saw that 20 kills in one half, 3 in the next.
Yang kedua kena recon. Nggak, tadi eco round nih, tadi eco round, santai, tadi eco round. Nah, ini yang apes nih, apes juga tuh kena recon tuh.
already got 4, and there's an opening duel for Kellogg's. This could be the turning point for Team
nggak kena.
Heretics.
Yeah, good dart to get them that info. Getting Jorgamo
Masih
out of it.
kepo.
He's caused them so many issues with his aggressive plays. Pushing B main, playing into mid. Finally, they've managed to shut him down.
Nah. Iya nggak dicek dalam smoke-nya. Ada di anjir.
It's actually the opposite from EG. They have 2 players challenging and they have deep B main control, which might not be expected.
PCJ sama Ethan dulu di NE kan? Lah emang di NE kan? Enggak. Oh masih ada. Oh dibokong.
Keep those kills in their favor. 3 versus 3. Ability to fight
Oh
back in.
my
Ethan's gonna
God.
kill and they have a lockdown. This should be around for EG.
3 lawan 2. Kena reconnect. Oh my god. Loh.
They can't just sit down and wait for the retake to come through, and here's a problem now. Okay, maybe not. Mixwell's fighting for it. He's trying to make up for that flash. If only he still had one. Time to run away.
Zeke's managed to find one, but he needs his teammate to try and hold on. Mixwell, he gets the final kill.
Oke. Sorry Bang Mixwell. Sorry Bang Mixwell, gue ngetawain lo. Sorry Bang Mixwell. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. Wah, casternya sih gila lo, caster lo ya. Ngetawain Mixwell lo ya.
Come on guys. I said you do this late in the day. This wasn't late in the day.
Wah gila sih lo, caster lo ketawain Mixwell. Walaupun buta dia masih bisa nge-kill bro. Parah banget. Kelok masih bisa nge-kill.
That was such a weird battle. Both players after the dash waiting for their gun to come out. A lot of damage done onto Kellogg.
Loh.
A shock dart here would put him in the grave. And there it is.
On the mark.
I guess
Mulut gue nggak boleh ngomong lo tuh nggak boleh kayaknya.
But it was a sacrificial play, a bit like what Ethan's doing, just running through 2 headshots instantaneously. Does he know though? There's a player on the site, seemingly not.
Ini apaan sih?
2 players tagged up. Who is now holding on to that cross?
Ini apa?
Just making sure that nobody has already made it forward. Giving up over the all clear to try and get this spike down.
Kan lu bisa lihat gitu loh pergerakan si Molly-nya kemana sama.
Now they know where he is as well, and there's a flank coming through. Boo's in a lot of trouble. 30 bullets left, 27 now, and he's dead. 0 with Boostio dropping him. It's all onto Avova. This man has had more clutches than I can count. It's time to put another on the board. If Team Heretics are to hit 6 here, have any chance of winning the half, that's the first.
Sumpah nih kalau kelas si Eg tolol banget ya.
Ethan and Boostio. Low HP on Ethan. Boostio doesn't even need his teammate. Well handled.
Emang lucu sih Net gimana ya? Ya makanya aduh Tuhan.
But that's the thing. Like EG are just so disruptive in the manner of which they play. Like not only when the lockdown
Aduh
is placed,
Tuhan ya
tries
Allah.
to like go into the smoke. You see the initial aggression as well from Jorgamo just trying to do that extra damage. But then you also have Ethan flashing through the smoke and finding 2 kills. Like Heretics are trying to find some sort of rhythm, and each time they just get someone just jabbing them in the ribs. It is a tough match for them right now. And it's an even tougher buy.
It really feels like it's just a game where both teams are attempting to disrupt the other
75
one.
sih ini harusnya 75 EG.
Which rely on making you uncomfortable, put you
Masa
on the
iya
back
pakai
foot.
Sheriff kalah kan
Well,
Ron
it's
ini?
a treat to watch for now at least. Team Heretics when they swap to the defense, this man
Masa iya kalah Sheriff 3 orang? Enggak deh, Kellogg's ulti. Spectre 1, Vandal 1, Mixwell tanpa adanya armor ada. Satu mati, masa iya? Flash. Wah anjing Kellogg. Oh my god, unlucky banget dia. Dia udah right click loh itu. Udah nggak usah di push, udah main post plan aja TH. Ayo mau nyari senjata kan, dapat tuh. Serius dia. Boleh juga ngedrone kayak gitu. Masa iya si TH menang anjir. Ace dong. Oh 4 kill. Oh my god. Udah gue bilang 75.
That's 7-5 at the half. Well deserved from EG. From 4-0 down, they've put 7-1 on the board.
A really, really impressive resurgence, and this round may be a little bit closer.
Heretic.
One home, but Jogamo not only getting the first.
Habis ini ganti nama si Heretic. Haredang. Tiris.
Need to see quite a lot more of that though, as they're going to be heading into the second half. They're going to be moving on to that attacker side, but first we have a few people on the desk who want to have a chat.
Dari 4075.
We love chatting. We're big chatting fans.
Absolutely.
Yes, what a game and a start there. Obviously, mirror compositions, but you're always looking to see what are going to be those small little details between each team that stands out. And I think for EG, you know, Jogamo right at the end there, definitely living up to why the hype is real. But let's actually look back on that half there and reflect on it, because it really was a lot of great little
Oh, ini nanti split 2 nih guys. Nanti ARF bakal wakilin Indonesia. Amin Allah. Bakal ada 23. Pasifiknya 10 region. The top challengers teams qualify for the Ascension tournament in their respective international territory. The tournament won in each international territory, featuring the best challengers teams in each region. The winner of each Ascension tournament qualified to ke International League dulu. Anjing panjang banget ya perjalanan yang bukan franchise league.
Yeah, I mean, they just took the momentum and ran with it. And honestly, in this first 4 rounds, we were seeing some uncharacteristic, you know, compared to Pearl, some uncharacteristic mistakes from EG, where it felt like they had these rounds in hand, but then they just had them slip. I agree with you. It does feel like Pearl, though, right now, and that's because this attacking side coming out from Heretics is again falling short. This time, it's not a 6-6, it's a 7-5 as they get ready to move over the opposite side. We saw that they had a decent defending side when they were there on Pearl. We saw that Alex was able to really pop off as the defending Jet. He needs to be able to do that now if they want to get revenue. Because right now, from what we've been seeing, especially in these
sharing exposure,
especially in these last few rounds, EG, they are very much in the driver's seat and they're not letting go of the wheel.
Yeah, they Kellock.
But I think there is some hope here for the side of Heretics. They tend to be better on the defense, and EG, I think they could struggle to get a footing here. It's going to come down against
7 kill dari bawah 2.
Heretics and how much they can get done. If they can't do that, they're headed home.
Yeah, well, this is it, folks, for the Heretics. And
Overhit sih map 1.
With a 2-0 win. I mean, this matchup has been bonkers. Let's send it back over to Mitch and Tom for the second half.
Haredang.
We have got a second half
Panas.
Team Heretics moving on to this defensive side. 1,024 days. We saw 763 for PERANG.
Game EG sudah nih.
Maxwell's putting up a few more numbers there. He's been here since day one.
There is no way Heretics gonna win this game.
A lot of these players, even on the same rosters, for being strong on Ascent. For putting up defensive sides here. If they're going to do it, this is the place to make that stand.
Tapi mati.
But down right away puts the A side under threat.
A freebie at least. That will turn it back into a 4 versus 4. I think they're probably going to try and play the retake. A bit of a longer rotation coming through from Zeke.
Semoga bacot banget ya mulutnya. Kayak gue ngejudge player anjing.
Also got this aggressive push. It's expected. It's being watched for. I don't know if he's going to get too much from this, but even still time has been bought. Now they look to reposition. Go back
panas. EG post plan. Reload dulu. Jene tuh ada Jene tuh. Udah last shot. Boo.
No chance he's stopping anytime soon. 4 kills for this man. He was impressive.
Tapi hebat tapi iya makanya kan. Gak apa-apa nih dia gak ngerti bahasa lo, oke.
On the KO and both times it didn't matter what agent he was playing.
Iya maksud gua TP-nya nanggung gitu loh. Dia mau ke E-main pun gak ke E-main, lu cuma di tengah-tengah.
Ethan was one of those players where I was like, okay, he's been on a lot of good teams in Valorant, but I don't think I've seen the best.
Coba PCT Indo nggak bisa gini Bang Net. Ya langsung kena karma gue kayak kalau terlalu ngeledekin tim orang anjir.
Within the game, so the fact that he is performing this well, he was the best player in the first map. He's looking like he might be the same in this one.
It's also worth mentioning because we focused on Zeke.
Panas. Chom.
Obviously, Foto though is even higher above. You know, he has reached the highest heights across his career in Valorant, and he's been here since day one, much like Boo. So again, something to note, just that Boo not playing on a role that we typically see him, and I think we field much better results on that controller. It's teething issues for Team Heretics, and you can see those things over time, but they better start to figure it out here and now. Only a couple of rounds for it to slip away. And I say here and now, I more so mean the next round. Obviously, they've got classics here. And
here and now would be nice.
It would be great. It's something EG would probably do. But yeah, I think you have to accept, especially because 3-man stack early, trying to fight B main. And EG now have that read and they move towards the A side. It looks like they'll have a much easier time.
You say that, but Heretics have also got the read.
It's
just about timing. If there can be even a little bit of delay, a smoke's going to go down. This could be perfect. Into the smoke they go. Mixor gets one. Now the full force of this Heretics roster is going to be in position. However, they're starting to get mowed down. Zeke's found another. Boo through the smoke gets one more, but he's traded out as well. Zeke has got another. It's all onto BCJ. Kellogg's with the Sheriff trying to bait him. But the spike is down deep. There's not much time left on the clock. He's just waiting and watching for the shots on connected. A chance for Kellogg's, but he can't quite close the round.
Hey, look, they stack up B. They try to fight you there. You make the read. You go to A. You get in there just before they do. Walk out with one player alive. That's not how I thought things were going to go.
Yeah.
But great sign for Heretics. Hell, that's going to get your morale up a whole lot higher. Not only will there be less weaponry to deal with in the next round, because you think about the bonus they would have, Spectres here and there. Instead, they should be playing like 4 players on an eco. Are you going to do that? Are you going to force up into it? Well, it's time to decide. Barrier's already up, and Stinger's in hand. Full investment. This is a big play out of EG. If they can fight back here and now, that might just be the end of Heretics.
Yeah, it's still somewhat a half buy. Like, they have saved some
little
credits.
bit of cash, yeah.
So even a plant might be enough to get them a purchase into the next round, especially with the lower shields. Kellogg's is going to be forced out of there. Never mind, he's dead. Traded by Boo. But that's a weapon on the ground. He needs to get a little bit more. Spam is finding at least a bit of extra damage. The flash through has put him down. He's on 2 HP. He needs to wait for reinforcements.
He ran into the nade as well. Must have thought that was the last pulse on it. Now rifles retrieved as well. Ethan and BCJ stacked up with Mixwell on 2 health. One of the toughest clutches facing them, and in such an important round. This could set the dominoes on their final cascade. It's time to make that retake happen, and Boostio stopped them with a stinger!
Ajapin
They have
loh!
to do it here, and now all hope is on Zeke. The 1 versus 2.
Mati sama
He knows where they
Stinger.
are, but it's a whole different ball game dealing with the
Loh,
BCJ deals the final blow. 10 rounds for EG.
Apa yang
There's
terjadi
gotta
nih?
be a very, very dark atmosphere in
Loh,
the Heretics camp right now.
Well, they've won 1 round of the last 10.
One of
Ada
the
momen
last
Jet
10,
nembus
though. I mean, I know it's that bad. It was 7-1 in a row. He said that, but like,
Wah.
one of the last 10.
It is
This is a
bleak.
map we knew
Wow.
before, Tom. All of these players, defensive side. Maybe Kellogg steps it back up. The man was 20.
Wah, ini kocak sih ini.
In the first half of the
Kellogg's
series.
kena mental nih. Udah gue bilang kan. Udah gue bilang.
Unreal.
Kalau Kellogg's kalah map 1, udah maju-maju nggak jelas tuh lihat.
The thing is, the way the last half started, their 4-0 began with them
Nggak jelas,
doing
nggak jelas,
exactly
nggak jelas,
what
nggak
EG
jelas.
have just done to them.
Udah.
But they now need a streak.
Dadah. Congrats EG, evil geniuses.
Guardian did well for them in the last half.
GG, udah.
Again. And they are desperately hopeful that this man can step up. Trying to play close. Got a little bit of support from above, but he goes down
itu
and
lucky shot
trading
ya
the
itu.
spacing.
Itu karena udah nahan ini aja crosshair placement itu mah.
They don't give them a
Ya
moment's
pemain silver
notice,
juga bisa kayak gitu mah
instantly
udah
taking out
biasa
the
biasa
defense.
itu biasa.
This round is already
Kalau
done.
3 orang dia dapet kayak gitu baru gua ini amazed.
All across our global
Walay,
scene
apa
has
Esme
been
Janda?
elevated at this event, to even in the Alpha group.
Esme Janda.
Some of the cleanest Valorant we've gotten to see, and I
Ya
think
coba
EG
itu
just
gara-gara
is
udah
showing
nahan
an
crosshair
example of it
placement
right
aja
now.
tuh.
Meticulous
Orang
play.
nge-swing juga dapet.
And there just seems to be no way that Heretics can find those advantages, those
Loh.
ways in, hell, even a glimmer of hope at this point.
Dia mau nge-save bulldog.
Saved Bulldogs, some credits. They can try to fight back, but Tom, look, that's gone. We talked about it at the start of this round. You said you wanted to see them started here, and I'd almost
Kirain on
disagree a
duty
little.
Pak, rupanya Valorant. Udah tadi udah on duty aku. SB janda. Berapa jam tadi aku main GTA? Tontonnya replay ya tuh, kocak banget tadi jadi polisi. Malam ini malam capek ketawa sampai habis, suara gue serak anjir. Cabut dulu ya TT, oke aman. Gue juga kayak main satu doang dah. OTW, oke gaski. Ntar follow apa GTA lagi net. Kayaknya gue malam ini satu match aja deh. Soalnya gue gak kuat. Jadi paling gue nonton sambil rebahan. Jam tidur gue lagi bener soalnya. Nanti malam maksudnya. Gue ngabisin billing dulu sih paling. Jadi gue pasti main GTA. Kalau ada billing apa? Billing Walay. Pasti gue GTA. Biasanya gue follow pagi ya Pis ya, cuma gue lagi kemarin gue kerja, jadi gue bangun pagi terus tidur lagi. Tapi RRQ nanti bisa nobar nggak ya? Bisa lah, bisa itu pasti gue usahain. Masalahnya match 2-3 gue kayaknya enak nonton rebahan dah. Gara-gara Eg sama Heretics kocak sih. Kalau tadi gue udah lumayan melek loh. Momen kocak tuh bikin ngantuk. Nah. Jam 3 RRQ net. Bukan jam tanggal 24. RRQ tanggal 24. Gue lagi di rumah nyokap net. Nyokap gue mau umroh, sekalian doain semoga. Amin ya Allah. Semoga perjalanannya menjadi perjalanan yang menyenangkan, berkah, penuh berkah, selamat, sehat, berbahagia. Iya tapi jam 3 emang yakin kuatin lah. Kuatin atau paling rencananya 24 ya gue tidur dulu, jadi gue paksa tidur di jam abis isya gitu, setengah 8, jam 8. Jadi bangun tengah malam gue bisa melek. Amin, dan juga segala urusan. Amin, Allahumma amin. Gini sih bener-bener deril ngantuk ya kalau comeback konyol juga. Masa ya comeback konyol sih tiba-tiba game EG sih.
Flash is decent, but it's only a trade. It gives the setup. BCJ gone again. Now this is a bit more of a problem. 2 rounds in a row without having those smokes. They need to almost
dapat dong Kelox. Oh fake. Dapat dong Kelox, udah gue bilang. Wah itu namanya meremehkan sih, karena dia pikir dia fake di B, dia mikir shortnya kosong A-nya padahal masih ada di gardennya. Lah,
and we end up 2 versus 2 lockdown. Could be the
2 versus 2 lockdown.
He's going for it. He's drafted. At least he's staying aggressive. He just needs the kill. 1 second to go, and it's not gonna happen.
No, you can't do that.
Bite-sized little niblets. He's chopped up. And we're going to end up with 7 on the board for Team Heretics. A stylish 7th as well.
That's the thing. We saw mercy in the last match.
Andaikan saja Ethannya dapat 1. Ethannya bingung mau kepala yang siapa. Ethannya mau nembak yang mana dia bingung. Aduh ini. Game kocak anjing. Kalau di ML tim MDL ini bawahnya MDL anjir. Oh my god.
I love this man, and there's the follow-up with the stinger. A brave TP on the site for the info.
Oh my god.
Kellogg is going through. He's pushing in. He's going to get tagged up by the drone. A chance for him to be taken out almost
Oh my.
Bustio desperately low. The rotation now coming back in. But they do have themselves that Odin to try and man the cross, try and deny them back into the site. They will have a decent idea of where he is though.
Tembak kasih. Tembak kasih. Ais. Tembus loh itu. Tembak aja. Itu dia. Here comes a big boy. Good. Hah?
That was a nasty shot back through. He actually tries to use the dart to bait it, but
Match
it doesn't matter. The trade comes out from a
point.
teammate, EG.
Match point. Oh itu kan teman ya? Oh iya teman ya? Wah gue udah ngantuk sih Pis betul. Gue udah ngantuk sih betul.
12 and 7, 5 in a row.
Gue udah ngantuk sih betul. Gue kira tuh musuh tadi. Gue udah ngantuk sih. Udah tutup game ini tutup. Sudahi game ini EG. EG come on.
While they're swinging as well, they also then a moment later put a dart.
Unik banget lah coachnya. Semoga masih selalu amazed lihat coachnya cewek. Wah try. Wah nge-try sih ini mereka. Flash.
They've naded him. They've flashed him. They've hit him so much. And Calm will only get the one. Mixwell though quite low, and now that he's gone down, this is scarily doable.
Yeah, look at the guns. The remaining two players only have stingers. There's plenty of time for Bustio to play with.
Aduh dia.
Taking the orb.
Mau perkara dia lempar senjata. Terus aduh, ende dah. Masih tapi masih 2 lawan 1. Satu lawan. Ganti senjata. Ngambil senjata dong. Nggak diganti, nggak diambil. Dikejar.
I mean, they are right on his heels. They're seeing the steps.
Alarm bot, ada alarm bot.
And they've been spotted. Now the element of surprise was a massive.
Udah ambil senjata, Heretics. Udah nge-try gitu masa iya kalah. Kalah juga.
And then he'll grab a plant on B. That plant is going to give him his lockdown. And with the turret watching for market and spawn pushes, look at the amount of time he's going to have. They literally could not be further away. The position they are in is as far from B as I think it's physically possible to be. And now what that means, Tom, Bustio could be anywhere.
He's trying to time
Multi di mana nih masalahnya?
They're going to have to full
ketahuan dari market.
He places it. If he gets the timing right, they might not even be that close by the time they move in.
Aduh, nama suaranya kenapa taruh di situ ya?
Holding it at least for the moment, but he is waiting for them to just get that little bit further into the site.
Oh, nggak mau ulti. Oh, some grenade. Oh, dia ngulur ke delay. Oh my god, Bustio. Bustio temannya Gustian. Aduh.
But it didn't quite work out this time. Heretics, an aggressive play to start the round, and they finish it in turn.
Wah, itu bakal jadi klip sih kalau dia tadi dapat kepalanya Sofa. Nyalain som grenade satu lagi.
They're gonna run him down anyway. If he puts a lockdown, he not only gives away his position of exactly where he is, but also they'll probably kill him within the time anyway.
They're going to run it.
It's better to have that little bit of secrecy, especially with the nano down. He almost played it so that he could buy time from out there.
Exactly. Anywhere. The thing is as well, right? For him in that spot, there might be a guy in B main. He spotted someone mid with the alarm bot. He didn't know how close they were to the doors.
Benar emang sudah. Orang mau di situ biar dikira main di luar side dan nggak ngecek backside kayaknya.
So not using it there, completely get it. From our perspective.
Bisa jadi sih Apis, betul sih Apis. Betul sih, logiknya dapet sih, bisa jadi sih. Makanya tadi Sofanya nggak ngecek ke backside kan. Cuma karena udah ketahuan nembak dan Nano Swame ngebuat si Killjoy-nya ngecek backside. Wah ente udah.
trade from Avova at least makes this one look feasible, but they are still
2-0 Israel, kecuali Eg ngetrol pakai senjata Stinger.
The most unlucky timing. They've got stingers on the other side. The ult was one of the only things that they had going in their favor.
Oh my god, dapat timing bagus banget.
For this man, and it's the first time he's fired a shot. They still haven't dealt
Oh
with
my god.
it. And by the time they do, there's so many players who are in the fight. They're going to attempt to wrap down to just one. Jogamo has to do it alone. A stinger, good for the first. Second. EG have done it.
EG has done it.
They have had so many spicy little set plays, so many incredible matches from a young squad with an added little bit of experience and a fantastic coach, it has to be said. They have 2-0
All you need
out of the tournament.
Is Stinger.
Stop it! That is insane! The guy came in with a stinger, he killed 2 people with his ult, only trying to get one, didn't know where they both were, didn't know where one of them was, and then he kills another with a stinger flank. That is disgusting. Calm, he might be bottom of the scoreboard, but he's on top in my heart.
And then
well, either way, it is goodbye to Heretics. Definitely showed some promise. We saw a decent performance out of Kellogg's. I think
Stinger emang mulai meta, padahal di nerf ya, harga dimahalin lagi.
And actually, you know what? Mixo over on the KO. I wasn't against it, so I think there's definitely work to be done. But maybe there's one season for us when it goes to the EMEA season.
I'll tell you what, that's a big hit for Jogamo as well. He did a fantastic job, and there it is. The fist bumps to close out the game. Potter, someone that used to be up here with us, Tom.
Yeah.
Now look at her.
Used to be on the stage with them.
Exactly, exactly.
She's been in the game a while, Mitch.
She sure has. She's played, she's coached, she's analyzed, she's cast, she's done it all. And now
she's analyzed. Analis ya dia.
Honestly, with one of her good friends being
dimahalin tapi speed masih sama kayaknya nih. Iya sama tadi kan jaraknya deket ya. Jadi nggak terlalu masalah, damage-nya masih sama kayak jarak segitu. Kalau 15 meter lebih tuh baru.
No, especially with coming in with some real spice on map number 1, throwing in a Yoru with some of the players having their first time on a stage, having some great setups around it, moving on to the next map, a map which is much more standardized and a lot of teams kind of fall into old habits. They were creative, they were exciting to watch, and honestly, they're a team I want to see
lanjutkan nanti ya live besok ya. Wih, pokoknya cuma hitam. Mapnya gue nggak kuat. Yang mau lanjutin nonton bisa langsung buka YouTube atau Twitch atau buka streamer Vct lainnya. Mohon maaf gue gak kuat. Thank you tapi by the way ya. Walaupun yang nonton cuma 70, 80, 90 orang tapi aktif di kolom komentar. Jadi ada teman ngobrol. Thank you so much. Apis, Ano, siapa lagi nih? Kusa, SNGG, Fan, Hasya tadi juga, ada Adit, ada Zack, ada siapa lagi, ada Rio, ada Adit. Banyak dah, ada Lars juga tadi sempat mampir. Selamat turu, selamat istirahat semuanya. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat tidur.